We must change the decisions we are making by changing the people who are making them. And so, that is why tonight, grounded by the lessons of our history, but inspired by the promise of our future, I announce my candidacy for President of the United States.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Daniel Henninger, Deputy Editorial Page Director of the Wall Street Journal, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and Fox News contributor. Hello, Daniel.
Hi there, Steve. Good to be with you.
Great to talk to you. All right, your take on Marco Rubio.
Well, I think Marco Rubio has decided now's the time. You know, it's funny. A lot of people say, well, he looks so young. But, you know, I'll bet you, Steve, that for half the electorate, he doesn't, quote-unquote, look young. He looks like them. And a lot of the people that age, say between 21 and 45, they kind of are looking for somebody from their generation. And I think Rubio is lucky in the sense that the Democratic nominee, Hillary Clinton, who we assume will be the nominee, is 67 years old, and she got her start in politics a long time ago. And so I think Rubio has decided, look, I'm 43. If I wait and someone else gets elected, I could be 51 before I get a chance to run again. It's sort of like declaring for the NBA draft. He's ready.
Yeah, no, I believe he's ready, and I think he made a very good speech, and I'm glad that he stressed the generational factors. And you know, he has such a great story, as does Ted Cruz, as does Rand Paul. You know, Rand Paul with the eye operations that he's given in Guatemala. I mean, all these stories that if they were Democratic candidates, we'd all know them.
Yeah, that's right. They are good stories. And with Marco Rubio, this upward striving, aspirational appeal that he made in this announcement speech yesterday, you know, Steve, that's basically the same speech he made when he became Speaker of the House in Florida. And I'm not saying this is a shtick. I think this is something that Rubio believes. It works for him politically, that's for sure. He's never lost an election, but I think that given Rubio's history, his biography, that's what he knows. This is the kind of upward striving that he grew up with, and I think he's incorporated into his political persona, and it's rather appealing.
And on the other hand, you got Hillary, you know, driving around in a $60,000 van, stopping, you know, for food with Uma at her side, and avoiding answering any questions because she's going to sit there and look at people while they talk to her.
Yeah, that's right. You know, can you imagine what's going to happen this weekend when Saturday Night Live gets hold of that Chipotle stop with the sunglasses? Oh, my God.
And the BlackBerry or whatever the heck she uses.
Yeah, right, while she's getting a burrito. But make no mistake, she's going out there in this van, this Scooby tour. This is the beginning of the big blue machine. The Clinton operation is huge. It's going to be well-funded. And I think their expectation, the Democrats' expectation, is that they will just carry Hillary around from stop to stop, and that the campaign machinery, the organization, is going to put her across, spending money on advertising, getting the vote out, and her job is essentially to deliver the message. Whether she's up to that is a good question. We're going to find out.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about Iran here. The president had Jewish leaders to the White House yesterday. I'm told that he expressed, among other things, a blame to Bibi, towards Bibi. He doesn't like Bibi. That was very evident. He talked about having to do a reassessment on a policy towards the two-state solution, possibly going to the UN. He wanted these Jewish leaders to lobby Congress to back off and let the deal go through or give it more space. The person I spoke to was not happy about the way it looked. What's your read on this?
My read, Steve, is that, you know, this is pure Obama. Barack Obama gets an idea in his head, like this Iran deal, and assumes that it's the job of everyone around him to simply recognize the correctness of what he's concluded and to fall into line. And if you don't fall into line, you're outside the gate. Suddenly you become his enemy, and it doesn't make much difference whether it's Bibi Netanyahu or John Boehner, Bob Corker.
Bob Menendez.
Bob Menendez. He found out, didn't he?
Yeah.
And, the problem there...
We got 20 seconds, Daniel, so go ahead. I just want to tell you.
Why doesn't he sign on to this agreement to get a vote in the Senate that would validate what he's doing?
Yep.
Instead, he's fighting with these people, and it makes you kind of doubt the authenticity of the entire deal that he's concocted with the Iranians.
Because he knows he thinks differently than a majority of the Congress on all
that's
issues. All right, Daniel, great to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much. When we come back, Ben Stein, folks, don't go away.